My girlfriend and I went on this religious conference on vegan lifestyle and why we should treat animals and different organisms righteously. There were four different religions there and one non-denomination person there. Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, and a Catholic preacher were there sharing their views. 2 points I heard that were different and actually pretty interesting was hearing or giving an animal a name that you would give like your dog or cat to give that animal empathy or just or unlock an emotional side of your brain. And then lastly, hearing that God put animals here according to Genesis, then put us here after, even though the world was already beautiful. So today I'll be going over exactly what veganism is, or vegan, or being a vegan is, and what meat and how it is produced. So first, according to the Google definition, a vegan is a person who doesn't eat meat or use animal products. Vegans can mainly only tend to stick by tofu and many other nutritional items. They also, which I actually learned about too, many vegans have to stick to vegan alcohol or wine because many has or is used as or has meat products in it. The term vegan was coined in 1944 by a small group of vegetarians who broke away from the registered vegetarian society in England from the vegan society. They chose not to consume dairy, eggs, or other products of animal organ. And then, additional to refraining from meat to vegetarians, the term vegan was chosen by combining the first and last letters of vegetarian. Veganism is currently defined as a way of living that attempts to include all forms of animal exploitation and cruelty, be it from food, clothing, or any other purpose. So I was reading over some of the religious views about it, and a couple of them, which I said earlier, Genesis 1:29, God said, "Behold, I have given you every herb burning seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree, and which are fruit of the tree yielding seed. To you it shall be meat." This doesn't suggest that God condemns plant eating as well as meat. When God spoke to Hosea 2:18, he said that he would make a convent for animals and tell them to lie down safely. In addition to Isaiah 11:16, it is said, "The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and the little children shall lend them." The reference to the child leading is the key because it implies that humans meet that the way of consumption, that is, which truly means domination. Animals are not to explore the earth, but it's stewards of it. Significantly, it has been pointing out that Jesus often depicates as a shepherd who cares for his lambs and not eats them. And why I went over obviously the Catholic side of it, me being more of a Christian, it's obviously the closest with being Christianity, being part of my religion. I also have a lot of friends in Hinduism, and the person that was there was actually from the U, and he went over the fact that every organism is all the same, and that even their gods too are animals and cows, and their most obviously one of the most religious gods being a cow, and they would always say "holy cow" because that's just how everything works for them. Now to go over how exactly a product is made for meat. So first, actually, which is crazy, I saw this on Netflix and was reading over it for a little bit. First, you actually need, because every one burger equals up to 660 gallons of water, according to the Los Angeles Times. On average, the water we use in our household is about 98 gallons a day, says the U.S. Geologist Survey. Industrial goods, we use paper, cotton, clothes that are about 44 gallons a day. But it takes more than 1,000 gallons of water a day per person to produce the food, drinks, and average of the U.S. diet, according to several sources. more than 53 gallons of water can go into drinking 1 cup of orange juice, for example. Just a sense of how much water goes in growing and processing what we eat. Here's a list of some of the foods that they would obviously list out. And a burger, again, 660 gallons. The 1 pound of beef is 1,799 gallons. And a slice of bread is 11 gallons, obviously not being part of that, just like that part. 1 gallon, again, of beef requires 68 gallons of water. So just obviously hearing those stats was alarming, from the fact of obviously the cows needing to, first of all, eat all that grass plus drink all that water. So it's just wasting a lot of our resources giving it to them. And then obviously so many cows in those areas that it ends up affecting us in the long haul. So overall, I learned that it is hard to try to switch over, and I'm not saying I am, but I just want to slowly try to not eat as much meat, because I have also heard that, eating less meat helps your body through, not through growth, but just with athletic bodies and helping build more. But at the same time, you still need to be able to eat meat because you still need to be able to grow. And if you really want to get bigger and more like bulkier and swole for sports, you need, protein, and you need meat in your system. So, thank you. Oh, that was